There is some issue with the power going to my house that every day, once a day, it's been for like the past week now, that there is some kind of power surge or brownout that shuts down my internet for like 5 minutes every day. Every day. It's a new thing. Like, I expect it now. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. There's nothing sinister. It could happen at like 12 o'clock at night after I streamed. It has nothing to do with that. I don't know if there's something wrong up on a power line where there's also internet or fiber optic cable, but there is something. I'm going to have to call both my internet provider and my power provider because there is definitely... there's brownouts or something. It's weird because usually when my internet or when my power, if I have even like a short power outage, it lasts like, it doesn't even affect my internet actually. You know what I mean? So something is definitely up. Oh, shit. Yeah, I see that. Javier, thank you for reminding me of that, dude. Thank you, Turbo, for reminding me of that, man. That's a great story that I wanted to talk about. I'm going to send that to myself right now. You are a good-looking man. Good-looking man. Turbo Express confirmed. Let me send that to myself now. Good story for tomorrow. I meant to remind myself of that. And we got some Super Chat Cherry Poppers here. Yeah, it has to be something. I'm going to call him tomorrow. There has to be something up because it's happening. I mean, thank God I have surge protection all over my house. I'm no fool. Well, mostly no fool. But, yeah, it's happening like, sometimes it happens. It's not like it happens every time I stream. So it's not like I'm not trying to make, like, you know, anything nefarious about it. There's just an issue with the power. Maybe it is a Jit Pie mess. Is he still the chair? Yeah, I think he stepped down from the chairman of the FCC, right? He did his bidding for Verizon, so he's done anyway. Hey there, handsome. You convinced me to make my YouTube my main streaming platform. It just feels like home to my old ass. Thanks, my dude. Yeah, it's not that I'm not open to trying other platforms, but when I wasn't really streaming all the time, I got an offer from Facebook, which no one wanted me to do, which to me was strange because I wasn't really streaming at that time. But whatever, if it wasn't going to be, if people were not going to go there anyway, I was like, yeah, Facebook, not interested. And it's just, I have more freedom here. I could speak my mind more here. I don't have to worry about the thought. Like, I mean, look, you still have to be careful with what you say. It is 2021. You know what I'm saying? But Twitter is ridiculous, man. Not Twitter. Twitch is ridiculous, man. Twitter is too. But Twitter's ridiculous for a different reason. They're a cesspool where Twitch is like, they're trying, when you try way too hard to be inclusive, you end up becoming exclusive, if that makes any sense. Oh, look, Pat the NES Punk is streaming. I'm hard. Rock hard. Yeah, so I'm calling them, and I'm calling my internet service provider because something is up. It's just not a question. There's something up. Christian, thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate that. Thank you. I wonder how many members I do have. I would love to hit that 1,000 number. Have you heard about what's happening? XQC dude has to live like he's in witness protection. No, what happened now? No, what happened to XQC? I could look it up real quick. Let me go to... Heard the actor from the Wire died, and they found like drug paraphernalia at his home. It's sad, man. What is? Let me go to news. XQC can't go back home because people keep. This is the shit that pisses me off. All right. This is usually I don't read stuff right away when people send me because, you know, I would have to read. What the oh my God. And I swear to God, Magic's Vegas, if you give me one more pop-up to tell me to upgrade when I already have bought your fucking software, I'm just going to uninstall it and never use it again. Anyway, hello. Christ, they're so annoying. Get out of here. Did you actually buy business cards that say professional, man? Yep, rest Michael K. Williams. Yeah, he was a good actor too, man. What a shame. Did you consider yourself a BBW with a... Stop, DBZ. Sorry, let's see what's happening here. As a person who literally just got swatted recently, this is the shit that pisses me off. Let's continue. Let's have some fun here. Hold on a second. So again, Turbo Express, you're a man on the internet. Over the past few months, streamers have fallen victim to abuse via hate raids on their accounts, which that happens here. That doesn't even bother me that much. That's just like an edgy 13-year-old that has bot software that just wants to say the same thing 67 times. And in some instances, in person, that's where it becomes a problem with me. Twitch streamer, let me see. So DB Red 6UA, we'll start with you. I'm going to read this, though. Twitch streamer Felix XUC was one of these victims after being subjected to swatting on multiple occasions in his home in Texas. As a result, he was forced to move out of his home for his own safety. He briefly spoke about his living conditions on one of his streams. As spotted by Dexerto, XQC briefly spoke about his ordeal in an understandably frustrated manner. Upon asking about his living situation during a stream, he said, "Millionaire, by the way, moving house every 2 weeks. I have to move out to it. I can't even go back to my house. It's not safe." Yeah, I don't know. He continued after a long point. Maybe if people stop showing up to the fucking house and stop breaking in, maybe I'd go home. Jesus Christ. A number of marginalized streamers have been facing hate raids on a daily basis. It involves their chats getting flooded by abuse. Race, but you guys know that I'm not like in that get woke, go broke shit. But that's the kind of the nasty, vile things that people say in the chat. It's just gonna happen. There's nothing you could do about it. There's nothing you could do about. Now, when it goes to the extreme where you wish like Alana Pierce gets raped live on stream so she loses her job, we have problems. That is not okay. That's different. But people, like, how many times is there bots in here? I don't even like, I'm like, just like, all right, my mods flag them, they go away. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying I condone it, but you're not going to stop all of the cesspools that are all over the internet. Twitch put out a statement saying we've seen a lot of conversation about botting, hate raids, and other forms of harassment targeting marginalized creators. You're asking us to do better, and we need to do more to address these issues, which probably means they're going to do something stupid that's going to be too extreme. Anyway, however, some streamers decided to take things into their own hands and organize the campaign called A Day Off Twitch. The movement involved all associated streamers going off streaming platform on September 1st. One of the newer ways the streamers are being targeted is via IP logging tools disguised as followers. The followers' profile link was attached to an IP grabber link, which would log the streamer's IP, making them susceptible to hate raids. It's just amazing how much fucking time people put into to what? Last month, we reported that somebody tried to set fire to Amaro's house. Nobody was hurt, and the fire was put out quickly, but the streamer mentioned that authorities strongly suspected arson. I don't... How do you cure insane? I don't even... What's up, Maury? How do you... What do you do? I don't even know what the fucking solution is. I mean, they're obvious. The laws that protect people from the shit that happens on the internet are antiquated. I've been saying that for a very long time, especially when it deals with international shit. Like, you have two people in two different countries. Forget about it. The authorities are limp dick. I mean, look at Sweet Anita. She literally has someone like physically threatening her in the same country. And the UK is actually, there's many that argue that feel that the UK is too strict with their like hate speech laws on the internet. They can't do anything. The guy was in jail for like a night. So I don't know. I don't know what the fuck to do about any of this. I mean, you could say that nothing's going to be done until it's too late, but we've already passed too late. Look what happened with, I believe the guy's name was David Finch. Anyway, how's it going, Kerry? It's going good. What was the worst part? We're still in the pandemic, dude. What do you mean, what was the worst part? It's probably going to get worse again. Today I played Halo on my PC with a PS5 controller. Well, yeah, you could do it. DualSense, you mean? It is possible. Tripwire CEO steps down due to backlash. I had, gee, that's a shocker. Like, whoa, didn't see that one coming. Like I said in the video today, and I know it's still pissed off people, you can say what you could have a right to say whatever you want to say, but I could tell you from firsthand experience, you are like, no matter what, whether you have a dude, my channel, just when I stream what happened on January 6th in the States, my channel like froze fucking solid. People left in droves after I streamed what happened at the Capitol. People don't, we, as whatever limitation it is to us, as a species, we cannot differentiate the politics from the product. We can't do it. We do not have the cognitive ability to do it. And I could tell you firsthand that no matter what your take is, obviously some will have bigger repercussions than others, but no matter what your take is, it will, unless you are apolitical completely on your channel, or you grift left or right, you're going to get damaged. And that's what it is. It's just going to happen. Like, did he expect any other outcome? Especially over a very, very, very sensitive topic such as abortion? Like, there's nothing like that. I mean, politics in general get people riled up. But that one is like... Anyway. From what I understand, Twitch's auto tools are poo. Yeah, they're actually pretty decent on YouTube. The pandemic is really not as bad as it was. I work in a hospital and get emails every day, and most there is one patient. It depends where you are, man. There's other places where it's still out of control. Depends on what region you're in. You know, so that like I was, I knew something like that was going to, even though I didn't give my own take on it, and I kind of won't. I mean, I said it half-heartedly here in a stream. I knew that was still a risky thing to talk about, but what I was really getting at is that no matter what your take is, you're going to piss someone off. And we as human beings, like I've said... Hold on one second. We can't differentiate the politics from the product. I can, mostly. Unless you're just about the politics and I don't agree with them. We won't name anybody. Like I always like the guy who created Ren and Stimpy, John K, is a terrible human being. Bad human being, without a shadow of a doubt. But Ren and Stimpy is still a genius show. Yeah, here in Florida, COVID is still raging. Yeah, there's other I don't in some places it may be getting better. But there's other places where it's still absolutely insane. You could have, say, tripped over. I mean, look, I've had takes that have pissed people off quite a bit, even recently. You're going to deal with repercussions. But you're allowed to say them, but you're going to deal with repercussions, especially something very sensitive like abortion like that. Like, you know, that's why I went, like, I knew what the context, and even if I wanted to give my take, I knew what the context, I wanted to, it had nothing to do with his take on abortion. What it had to do with when you talk about something like that, you're going to deal with a lot of shit. But whether you're pro-choice or pro-life, people are going to come after you. You know, you chose to talk about it. Here you got to face the repercussions because of it. My hospital has 11 COVID deaths since September 1st, which is, depending on where you live, that could be a decent amount. You know? Why do you... Look, I get it, man. I'm no fool. Hold on one second. You know, I know that there's people that stay away. They haven't said it for me, and I'm not you know, trying to make myself into a victim by any stretch of the imagination, because I get it. Because I do give takes, and I can be a very opinionated prick, and that scares off corporations, that scares off advertisers, that scares off because they want you to piss off as least amount of people as you possibly can, because there's more money in that. Happy people spend money, pissed off people mostly don't. So I know that there's people that won't affiliate with me because I tell it the way I see it, you know, and it doesn't mean my opinions are right, but being opinionated is you piss off people, man. And companies want to spend money in places where they know everyone's going to be happy and want to buy their products. Me telling anti-maskers and anti-vaxxers who try to shove their shit down my throat metaphorically to fuck off is anti-vaxxers, their dollar bill is as green as my dollar bill. And if the anti-vaxxer was going to spend it on an ad that may be in one of my videos, if I didn't talk about what I say in my live streams, they're going to go to those. The corporation rather go to a neutral place where vaxxers and anti-vaxxers are going to watch their content and the advertisers are going to make more money. Hopefully I'm making sense right now. I think I am. I work in a hospital. Half our census is our census, you mean your staff? Jesus, man. Dap Boy, hey, Rich, thanks for all you do. Here's a reminder that it's okay to take a break when you need it and play a game. Take care, dude. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. I know I'm late to say that, but this shows that freedom of speech is gone. We have to learn to adapt freedom of speech to the information age, and we haven't done that yet. Florida is truly God's waiting room. That's fucked up. He's gonna get banned from, and he's gonna get banned from Free Speak. He's gonna get banned from anywhere. He's gonna get banned. Raging Man Titties. I forgot about that one. That's an OG one from DBZ. He's gonna get banned. Like no one is gonna have someone who self-admitted saying, yes, if this wasn't a decoy I was talking to and it was actually a 13-year-old girl, I would have fucked her. He admitted it with his own mouth, his own words. It's over. Like I don't understand. Like he cannot make content on the internet anymore. No one is gonna let him have a platform, justifiably fucking so. Justifiably so. Like you guys know, I always say this. Innocent until proven guilty. Blah, 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 blah. But when you say, yeah, I would have fucked a 13-year-old girl if it was actually not a decoy and a 13-year-old girl, kind of throws out that we need a court case out the window, bro. Yeah, Sean McCarthy said, anyone who says freedom of speech is under attack doesn't know what they're talking about. I agree. Left, right, middle, cucumber, freedom of speech doesn't mean what Sean McCarthy is saying, you could say it, doesn't mean there's not going to be consequences to it. And a private corporation, they're a private corporation. They're not the government. They don't have to go by the First Amendment. You could say it, but it doesn't mean they have to monetize what you're saying, or it doesn't mean it doesn't mean they have to keep you on the platform if you're violating terms of service. He's banned from Free Speak, is he? Dude, of course he's gonna be. What does he expect? It's so. Where is he gonna go to next? Pornhub? EDP445 talking to you from a website you probably should be jerking off to. You're not going to jerk off to me, though. At this point, EDP could go to another country. He could go to the moon. He could go to Uranus. Everyone would still find... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's over, dude. You cannot make content anymore. You can't. You could do... Go open a restaurant. Do what? Like, but I don't know. Like, I don't even know what the fuck he could do because, like I was saying, someone brought this up either yesterday or the day before. Like, I haven't done what he's done. Even like you look me up on the internet, you would think I was part of the Sinaloa cartel. Like people, if you have a following on the internet. if you have a following on the internet, someone is going to hate you to the point that look, I do not feel I'm above a 9-to-5 job. I absolutely, positively don't. But I assure you, if YouTube was done and I had to go, strap up my bootstraps or whatever the fucking saying is, I would have the job for 48 hours and get fired, because the same people that always say, Rich, it's time for you to get a real job. I get a real job, they'd be the first ones calling to try to get me fired. They don't really want to see you get a real job. They just hate you and want to see you destroyed. But do you think, especially and that's with people just taking shit I did and either straight up lying or taking shit out of context or whatever. He actually said, when the Predator Poachers if this was were you trying to fuck a 13-year-old girl? Yes, I was trying to fuck a 13-year-old girl. He won't be able to serve coffee at a coffee shop. Who's going to want him there? Nobody. Hopefully, with the millions of followers he has had, he has saved money, and he could just, maybe he's invested, but if not, I don't know what to tell him, man. He's going to have to move to one of those fucking pedo islands where there's former offenders or whatever, or people on the registry list that just live in fucking trailers. I don't know what to tell him. It's over. Archfiend said all this too. You're done. You're done. Can we just go back to summer 2015, Rich? Simpler. Yeah, it was simpler times. You still had Filthy Frank doing his thing. You still had, I don't know. It was a much different time, man. Last stop for the desperate. I guess they must be getting enough traffic there. Who the fuck? I have not heard a single person ever, except me on these streams occasionally when people bring it up. Daily Motion. Does anybody go to fucking Daily Motion? Please let me know in the comment section below if you go to Daily Motion. Expression to live by: don't shoot unless you are prepared to be shot. If you say something that's put a target on your back, people will take aim. Yeah, and what the trip I am from a legal perspective, I am pro-choice. From a personal perspective, as a person who, the best decision I've ever made in my life, hands down, is having 3 kids. I am personally pro-life. I said this yesterday. Does it make sense? I would fight for Roe versus Wade all day, but to obtain Roe versus Wade. But that's my personal choice. Does that make any sense? I think that confuses people. That's why I kind of drive it home. But yeah, when you talk about something like that, you're going to have people go after you. Without a doubt. Wow. I just said a whole sentence in a burp. Good job, man. Good for you. Yo, what's cracking is EDP445 coming at you live from Uranus. Boom, ban. Uranus would ban him. Uranus would absolutely ban him. EDP is the current woke attitude going nothing happened even though you blew it. EDP is the physical. Yeah, dude, he thinks putting on this machismo thing. No, dude, you're done. You tried your own website, didn't work. You tried to go to what was it? Vimeo, didn't work. He's on Daily Motion now. He's not going to, they're not, what he did violates TOS everywhere. If there's a different planet out there with a different intelligent alien species, they would ban him. You're done, son. You have millions of subs. Hopefully you got the viewership that backed it up, and you should, I don't even have 1 million subs, and I'm not saying that from a complaining. I'm very happy with how my channel and my live stream channel does. I'm very grateful, but I do okay too. He has a way bigger following when he had a following on YouTube than I had. Hopefully he was smart with his money and didn't spend it on 8 billion fucking firearms. I know he was sitting there one time eating boneless wings, dipping them in 4 gallons of fucking blue cheese, holding up his fucking piece. You know? Going to a music festival in November. I'm vax, wore masks for most part, but I feel like I've done my part and want to get back to normal life. That's selfish? No. That is not selfish. You did what you were supposed to do. It's if more people were like you, we could be living in a more normal state right now. I don't mind wearing masks again, but I'm annoyed that I have to wear masks again. And if more people did their fucking part, we wouldn't be with having more of these variants. But it's like I'm talking to a fucking brick right now. Not you, but EDP save all that money for... Dude, I don't know. Like, hopefully he wasn't a fucking idiot. And because I don't know where the fuck he could get a job doing anything. I don't. And like I said, I have not done what he's done. But like I said, you look me up on the internet, you would think that I was the Antichrist. There would be no, like, I would have no problem if YouTube imploded tomorrow and I had to go put on a 3-piece suit and shave my ass hair and get a normal job. That's fine. I'm not above that. I don't think I'm better than that. But I know, hey, Rich, we kept on getting these complaints that you were affiliated with criminals and what is the other shit that people say about me that I don't even know. There's a laundry list of fucking stuff out there that I've fraud and whatever. Hey, Rich, did you ever try the fancier dating apps like eHarmony or Match? I think Match I did. I'm thinking of trying my experience on Tinder, Bumble. Bumble I actually had. I'm not on there anymore, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. That's it. It wasn't bad. Rick, the burp. Yeah, dude, that was a full sentence. Wasn't that awesome? Wasn't that awesome? Outlaw guns and abortion, it'll just go black market, so what's the point? I don't even want to get into that, Kyle. I don't. Actually, as someone who eventually wants to get a firearm, so I'm definitely not against. I'm pro Second Amendment. So you're supportive of the right to an abortion, but just wouldn't consider one yourself because that's understandable as far as I'm concerned. As a person who has 3 beautiful children, yes, I wouldn't. That's why I'm also probably in the somewhat near future going to get myself snipped because I've made 3 beautiful babies. Again, they are the best choice I've ever made. I don't want to make any more. I'm just saying, bro, I'm 40. I love my kids. I don't need any more though. EDP now on Viewmaster. EDP's going like he's going to like go back in time and go on like 1995 AOL, like where it was. Well, no, they had remember Real Player? You're gonna have to download his videos and play him on Real Player. Rich, my tire flew off my truck driving down the road. Just got home and I'm exhausted. Just want to support the show and say, I'm glad you're okay, Cole. That's the most important thing. Holy fuck. You're thank God your like fucking truck didn't flip over, dude. EDP Forbidden West. No, dude, he's just done. It's just over. It's absolute, like, he could, like, he's banned from anything. And it kind of, I hate comparing the two. It's like Philip Mewson, too. You're not going to be accepted in the journalism community. It's plagiarism is nowhere near remotely as bad as attempted child molesting. Please do not misconstrue what I'm saying, but it still has that scarlet letter, though, where it's like, Ryan McCaffrey from IGN, he said it. He went off on him. I understand that people are like, Rich or Ryan, you should have been more professional. And fine, but I get why he was so pissed. But Ryan McCaffrey's like, dude, fuck off. He's like, Philip, you are a great editor. You could do anything else, but you cannot review anything ever again. You know, I personally don't like the idea of abortion, save for medical, but others' choices are none of my business, nor should I have a say. That's what kind of where I'm at with it, man. Yeah, that's. But again, I support 110% Roe versus Wade. I am pro-choice from a legal perspective, but my personal choice is different. That's all. I'll leave it at that. I don't want to, any other YouTube channels that you into that most of your audience probably Wrestling with Gaming. He actually just did a video where he was to remember how like when I don't know if for anyone who's my age, who's old, You ever like go into the arcades back in the days when it said winners don't use drugs in the beginning of the game? There was like a whole thing with like the FBI director at the time behind that, and then the FBI director like evaded taxes and shit like that, and Clinton fired him. It was crazy. He makes fascinating videos. He went into detail with Rare about GoldenEye for the N64. He does really good shit, man. Who is ABBA and Preach? I never even heard of them before. Twist my nips and call me Sweet Susie. Let me hear Grandpa's excitement.
You're getting Grandpa excited.
There you go. Love that line. Oh my God. I part of me feels guilty for making him into a meme because he was really a terrible person. Stanley Kendall, but man, did the TCAP community troll the shit out of him, and justifiably so, and get some delicious one-liners out of that man. Twist them. Camelot, you're here, dude. I think I saw you before, actually, and then I just went on a rant and forgot. I'm sorry. I don't want to go deep down the rabbit hole of abortion. I said my piece. I'm just a man on the internet, like I always say, and I have a small penis. We'll leave it at that. Holy fuck, I'm thirsty tonight. Hey, the 800 please leave me a like for the Monday Night Man stream. Yeah, I don't know why there's a lot of people here tonight. Strange. I didn't expect that. Kind of, what do I have planned for when I reach 1 million subs? So in the year 2040, when I finally reach 1 million subs, I don't know. I'll shave my ass live on stream. I won't actually do that. That would get my channel shut down. I don't know, man. I have no. Whenever it happens, it happens. You know, I still get, for a guy who only uploads a couple news stories a day, and I purposely do that. I think I heard of them before, and I think I've watched, and I kind of got that they are also a grift, Jeffrey. That's where I think I got that pang. Not here, Sully. This is my streaming channel. This channel ain't going to be reaching 1 million subs anytime soon, which is fine. I wasn't expecting it to. This is just my secondary stream channel to keep streams separate from my main channel. My penis is bigger than yours, Dad. That's weird. No, it's probably truthful. Why is... Hold on. Oh, shit. Yeah, I got to email him back. He emailed me. I forgot to email him back. I'll probably do that tonight. Don't like the private corp argument because the government can use a corp as proxy for censorship. So I still think free speech. Screw abusers, though. It is a tough, delicate balance that we have to still figure out. Because this whole social media thing and having the entire world in your pocket thing is still relatively new, and we're still figuring it out. Honest thoughts on the Wii U. I like the Wii U better than I like the Wii. I think it had a lot more potential than Nintendo even thought it was capable of. But the problem is that Nintendo fucking sucked at marketing it. Between the lack of... First off, the name was terrible. It confused people. They thought it was just an add-on controller. Secondly, they should have named it something because it really didn't have anything to do with the Wii. If you look at it, sure, it was backwards compatible, but the system itself was not. It wasn't like motion was the big part of it. You had the controller. Sure, you had that stupid fucking game that came with it where you could like shoot the ninja stars and slide them off the screen, but it wasn't. It really wasn't about anything with motion. The Wii was a totally different animal. And secondly, they just gave up. They almost gave up on with the console like as soon as it came out. I feel like it kind of did what Sony did with the PS Vita. Rich, freedom of speech is 100% under attack. They let the Taliban on Twitter, but banned Donald Trump. I'm not even gonna placate to that, man. The guy tried to incite a political coup, a violent political coup. And I saw the videos, so nothing was just taken out of context of him doing it. And he was weaponizing Twitter to do it. I don't know the whole backstory about who and what is allowed from the Taliban on there, but don't hand me that. I watched that shit with a fine tooth. I watched that shit under a microscope with my own eyes. America just needs to do. No, it's civilization as a whole, man. Look at what's going on in Chechnya. You know what I mean? Like, we are still like in the Middle Ages in some fucking ways. Do you believe DS Dreamcast guy's bogus backstory? I don't know his backstory. I don't know if it's bogus or not, so I'm not going to say if it was. I don't know what's going on. Worst product you ever reviewed and posted on YouTube? Oh, God, there was some shit from At Games. Obviously, the Sega Genesis, that was a really awesome review I did. I actually had a lot of fun doing that review. There was one product from At Games again. There was like a portable Sega Genesis. You could actually load games on an SD card. So from that perspective, it was pretty cool. But it was the screen's viewing angle was so bad on that device that both your eyes saw such a different picture that it almost looked like it was like a poorly done 3D screen. I remember I actually got it from Stone Age Gamer. They sent me a review unit, and I'm like, I remember because a guy who used to run it, I talked to Ryan, and I was like, dude, is the screen supposed to be like this? Like, I feel like it almost like hurts my eyes because I'm seeing such a, like, I would close one eye and it would look like totally different than from this eye. I'm like, do I need new glasses or something? What the fuck? And he was like, no, they're all like that. I'm like, wow. And the emulation sucked. And the buttons weren't good. That was one of the worst products I ever reviewed. If a product's that bad now, I won't even waste my fucking time, to be quite honest with you. I have one of those that I won't name it again. What is this? If a product's that bad, I won't even review it. Like, it's not, I'm not even going to like risk that someone may, I'm going to add this to my cart. I may buy this in the future to review. What do you guys think of the price on this? Because if the price isn't appealing to you, then I'm not going to waste my time. I have to review another computer first anyway. This is how I'll put the link in the description. This is a Lenovo IdeaPad. Has a Ryzen 5 5600H processor, NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1650, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 256 gigabyte SSD, which for the price point isn't bad. Windows 10H, and it's Shadow Black for $699. I actually think that's a pretty good fucking deal. Is the RAM expandable? If the RAM is not expandable, I refuse to waste my time. Here. I'll put it in the description. Did you... Oh, holy super chats. Phil was badmouth. He said you didn't respond to his email because you wanted drama because it's the only way you could get attention anymore. Or just, Phil, I'm fucking busy and I didn't get back to you yet, bro. You know, let's look at his email. All right. Now you're going to fucking piss me off, dude. Now you're going to piss me off. It's... Oh, my God. And I'm not going to do the whole thing of comparing channels. I'm not even going to do it. So, let's see here. I'll go to my account. Being a woman, AB topic is always going to be front and center with me. No disrespect, men cannot carry a baby. And to quote Tupac, since a man cannot make when he has no right to tell women when and where to create, when to create one. I gave my take, and that's it. Anyway, Who is defending the fucking Taliban? Who is defending the fucking Taliban? Who is defending them? Dude, see, that's what I hate, is then people put words in your fucking mouth. I'm not defending the Taliban, but I saw what Trump did with his own eyes. And who's from the fucking Taliban on Twitter, their tweets aren't in my face. Come on, man. All right, so where is his email? Like, I'm not even... Hold on, I gotta look here. I'm not seeing. All right, here it is. Philly, you could protect your own IP with an ISP. With a VPN, I mean. You have to have a VPN. What topics, dude, it's a live stream. All right, Phil, then let's not have you go on. What topics will be discussed, or will it be 100% open questions? That's a live stream, dude. That's how they go. Because if that's the case, then there's no moderation, no thanks. You already know the level of harassment we get, and I am not going to just sit there talking, taking shots about absolutely nothing. Conspiracy theory. All right, so this is what he says. And I am not going to sit here taking shots about things that have absolutely nothing to do with my streams or my content. My finances, personal life, my wife's personal life are off limits unless I bring them up or offer something. Just look at what Kiwi Farms has done to us with conspiracy theories and bullshit. In reality, I don't think being on your live show will have anything to offer at all to me. If you wanted to sit down and have an interview about a topic, even some stuff in my personal life that I can prepare, that would be fine. But just taking questions from shitheads on the internet is not my idea of a good time. You know that your audience will double with all of my trolls, while I literally have nothing to gain from the experience. Okay. Then there's nothing to gain from the experience then, dude. There was... Phil, I know, like, you think I'm trying to do some 4D chess, and yeah, I'm sure there are some other content creators that do it. Like I said to you, it was a stupid fucking mistake to make the two FAP jokes in a period of 24 hours. I didn't mean to do that. That was my fault, and I wouldn't have done that. That's not how I roll, and I apologize for that. But I can't control my fucking chat, dude. Come on. You know how streaming works. I don't sit here like you do and try to have an iron fist on every... People sit here and say shit about me all the time. All the fucking time I see it. There's still people who think I got gastric bypass surgery. Like, I didn't. I don't know what else to say. You're on the internet, Phil. It's toxic. Well, you've been doing this for full time longer than I have. Way longer. How do you not know how this shit works still? And then you're gonna sit like, no, dude, I don't need like you to like conjure up drama. What money did I make from talking about you on Twitter? Maybe that got like $20 worth of super chats from discussing it. What did it do? Did I gain like 10,000 subs on my main channel? Did my penis grow? Like, please tell me what I gained from it. Nothing. God, you lack so much fucking self-awareness. It is amazing. And the thing is, the reason why people bring up the shit that they bring up, and look, here's a perfect example. I fucked up and told people that I'm single. I shouldn't have done that. I remember I said that, then everyone started snooping in my shit. Who is there to blame but me for that? What you put out there is what people look at. Now, is there the psychos that look deeper anyway? Of course. But that's the exception, not the majority. But when you talk to people like, look, Phil, I see your streams and I see the video with my own eyes that you're saying, look, I need people. You can't super chat me. You have to send it via Streamlabs because I need to pay bills tomorrow. Of course people are going to talk about you. Of course they are. because that's not a good look. Don't bring up your fucking personal shit if you don't want people to talk about your personal shit. You bring it up, people will talk about it. It's that simple. Yeah, Rich, keeping it real, you're spurging out over DSP. I could have seen his response from a mile away. Why? Because it's DSP. It's true. It's like, what else did you expect? He's been the same now for 13 years. He's not going to change. You know what I mean? But Wings, in his defense, though, is self-aware. He realizes that, like, he still feeds the trolling, but he realizes what he does. DSP doesn't. He doesn't. Anyway. I'm not a fan of... See, here's the thing, is that people got mad at me and said, Rich Isaac had a voice in 3 and 2. I'm like, but I didn't agree with that. I like that Isaac, like, even though it's a third-person perspective game, I understand that. I like that Isaac... Like, I like that Gordon Freeman, too. I think, yeah, Gordon Freeman. In Half-Life games didn't talk. It made it more immersive. Not a huge fan of the Half-Life games. I like Half-Life 2. But whatever, I'll still get it. I mean, I thought that Dead Space 2 was better, and I didn't like that they had him talking, but I still thought it was a better design game than the first one. And I beat the first one. And I don't beat many games probably because I have ADHD. Didn't the Taliban just finish a violent political coup? I don't even know what the hell happened with that, man. If shadows are black, does Rush Limb... Like... when did he pass away? He just passed away recently, didn't he? DSP Controller is now a member. DC Stranded, I missed your super chat. Where did I miss it, bro? Look up John Gibson, look like Ethan Van's Wikipedia involvement in Comicsgate section. Also reminds me a little bit of the Quartering Funny World. I will look that up. Okay. I heard, like, the Quartering has some court case that's getting worse. A friend of mine, she told me about it. So, anyway. We got Jay Watt. We got Mufasa sending me, I believe those are... What are they? Horse. Those are horses. I thought those were giraffes. Jay Watt, thank you. Soulja Boy had the nerve to show his console new Kanye West remote control video. I am tempted. I am in a email thread right now where people are pissed off and everyone's saying, obviously I'll probably have to send that to my editor tonight so he could get out all the personal information. But I have all these people that are pissed off. Like, I ordered this thing in January. I ordered this thing in April. I haven't gotten one. I've gotten no updates. He is a fucking fraud. I don't know what else to say. And to all the brain dead fucking morons out there who are defending him, who I see on Twitter valiantly defending him all the time, you are brain dead fucking morons. I don't know what else to tell you. You're not intelligent. Like, if he shit in your mouth, you would say it was brownie batter. What is wrong with you? Anyone see? I have not seen that by Michael Moore. Something that, even though I lean more left, Michael Moore annoys me for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe it's just a personal thing. Rich, this is why Wings... They don't deserve the trolls, though. It doesn't matter that DSP isn't self-aware. He doesn't deserve to get swatted. He doesn't deserve to get doxxed. No, he does. I will not defend that. So if people want to, people mess with me during the streams. I just handle it differently. That's the thing. So what did people think of that computer I was talking about before? Not to jump subjects. I just don't want to forget about it. Let me see. Unanswered questions. Can I use 2 external monitors? What RAM and extra memory can I buy to upgrade? The Nova IdeaPad 3 model number is not user upgradable. Really? All work on this device must be performed so as to not void this configuration ships with one. No. It's not user upgradable. So you're leaving them with 8 gigabytes of RAM? I would not even review this thing. No way. I wouldn't want anybody to think that's a laptop, and a gaming laptop in 2021 that is not user upgradable. What crack are you smoking? What crack are they smoking? It ain't worth, if that would be a steal, even with the 256 gigabytes SSD. It's small, but fine. But you're not letting them upgrade the RAM? It voids the warranty? Are you high, Lenovo? It's 2021. We're about to go into 2022. There is no gaming laptop, even budget, has any business only having 8 gigabytes of RAM. No raid of his stream. No. I am not going to raid DSP stream. I do not do that. Nope. DSP controller, I appreciate the support, but that's not my MO. Hey, Rich, back from Germany. How have things been? They've been okay, man. It's been colorful. It's been insane. Yeah, that's ridiculous, man. Alan Jones, sorry. I'm Alex Jones, and I do not like that laptop. That's the elites trying to sell you an underpowered piece of crap. Doesn't matter the price, people. Can't upgrade it. Buy my male vitality pills right now for $49.99 for 10 pills. I don't know if they're necessarily doing it for that, Lethal. I mean, you have to realize they have an interpersonal relationship with Wings of Redemption. You know what I mean? I mean, look, man, that's like kind of like me saying that I talk about PS5 reviews. It does get views. If there's an interesting story, the fact that it also get viewership does motivate me. So I'm sure there's some of that there, but they also know Wings. Like, I know the whole weight loss thing with Wings going to Kyle's house. Like, they were, and I think they still are now. Like, I know Wings has recently, like, hasn't he made amends with Woody, and he's been on his stream, and he's actually like co-hosted the podcast recently. So, New Vegas did it best. You were the Courier's voice. I don't even know what that means, man. Thoughts on Saints Row reboot? I'm psyched for it. I knew they were doing that when they kind of remade Saints Row the Third with the new engine. If Rush Limbaugh, If Rush Limbaugh was against gender-neutral bathrooms, why is his grave about to? I don't even know, dude. You're going way over my head tonight. I don't know. Maybe my brain is not working at full. Any back-to-school laptops you recommend? I would recommend. Fine, you want to put the 8. Fine, you want to put the 8 tremendous gigabytes in there. That's okay, but you need to have a tremendous DIMM slot that people can upgrade their own memory and not void the fucking warranty. I voided my ass cheeks warranty when it was spray tanned. That made no fucking sense, but Melania liked when I let out a tremendous spray tan log on her chest. Believe me. Here. Do you regret your vote for Biden? Look how bad the country has been. Differences aside, spit facts. Your vote was off emotion instead of policy. No, my vote was off of policy. No, I don't regret it. I'm not a fan of Biden. No, I don't at all. You don't think that the reason why late night Beggy Beg, we got to chat again, man. How have you been? I'm going to hit you up later. You voted for Kanye? Oh, Jesus. I didn't hate vote. You have a guy sitting there who made politics out of wearing fucking masks. And Barack America. And you can't say that I haven't roasted. Jeffrey Tucker here can be a witness of mine that I haven't roasted Biden plenty of times. So don't even go down that route with me. I don't regret my vote. The guy, look what he did on January 6th. Look how he politicized masks, and we're still reeling from the effects of that. He politicized the whole fucking pandemic. I didn't vote with emotions. I'm sorry. I stand by my vote. Donald Trump was he wasn't fit for office. I don't care if you don't like that. I didn't want Biden. I didn't want to vote for the lesser of two evils, but at this present, and I hate the way our system is set up, but at this present time, those were my choices, and if right now, if there was the election again, I would have made the same vote. Sorry. You could keep super chatting to disagree with me, though. That's fine. I'm not gonna, but your money is not gonna sway my opinion. You could super chat a fucking 1,000 right now. I'm not gonna change. Money doesn't change my opinions. To change the subject, when was the moment you realized that you were now a YouTuber? You're the only channel I'm joined to now, by the way. Thank you very much. Can we get a Carlos kiss? Yes, you can. I'll give you that in a second. As a matter of fact, I'll highlight it, Mari, so I don't forget it. It was weird because I had that terrible night shift job that I literally was like waking up in full-fledged panic attacks. Those were I can't remember. Thank God I haven't had one of those I think since, where you wake up and like your heart rate is like 3,000 fucking beats per minute, and I was literally like shaking like this in a cold sweat. I dropped it made it that terrible job and how much it was affecting my mental and physical health made doing YouTube and starting to do it full time, and I still love fucking doing it, that much sweeter. And I remember it was like a week after I started doing it, and you know I was still kind of like reeling from the third shift, and I was starting to ease back and kind of like go to bed at 2 instead of 4. And I wake up and I'm like, wait a second, my job, and I remember because this was, you know, I was still using gameplay footage and I had a different setup, not this setup. Like going from my bedroom over to my desk, I'm like, wait, this is my commute. Like it was just a weird fucking feeling, man. It was like, and I remember Regular Car Review, shout out to them. YouTube for some reason doesn't recommend them to me anymore, so I had to go search them out and start binge watching them again. I love that channel. He had the same thing too. Like he said he was looking out his car window. I think he was recording a voiceover for one of his videos. He's like, wait, this is my job. This is weird. And it is. It's like a weird feeling like you're sitting at your desk one day, and this when you do whatever you do that you like, doesn't matter if you open your own restaurant and that's your passion, like doing something that you would have done for free, which I did for many years for free. That was a weird feeling. And you just kind of like, wow, this is it. This is what's paying my bills. And it was a euphoric, exciting, and kind of scary too, because it's like, you know, that was the first month. That was in June of 2013. It was the first month I decided to full-time it, and it was like, oh, fuck, I hope I made the right choice. Luckily, I did. Here I am over 8 years later still doing this shit at 40. Jesus Christ, I'm 40. Yes, Carlos can get a kiss. Where the hell is the bird? It's a good-looking, fucking handsome bird. Beautiful bird. Don't fall on my keyboard, bird, or I will shit on you. Hey, Rich, would you buy a Tesla bot if it's $25K and washes your dishes and can do your chores? It'll be 500 upgrades for different cooking styles. Is that real? I haven't looked into the Tesla bot. That's kind of creepy. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Can you explain why you hate the Wii? I don't hate the Wii. Let's watch something. Possibly, man. We're kind of going into like some good deep conversations here. What I hated, gastric bypass juices. That is one for the books, man. That is one for the books. But I didn't like all the shovelware that was out for it. I didn't like the direction that it put Nintendo in for a while, which they have changed course. Nintendo kind of lost their way, and I think that was a byproduct. The Wii U was a byproduct of that because you got to think about it. Ever since the NES, I mean, I consider the Super Nintendo a success, but ever since the NES, each generation until the Wii, they kept on selling less and less consoles. Like the the SNES sold less than the NES, the N64 sold less than the SNES. The GameCube sold less than the N64, and then there was the Wii. They hit a vein that no one. All right, Nips, come out. Instant regret. Kidding. I forgot what the fuck I was going to say. The person does not matter. It's the policy. Yes, exactly. If Kanye is president, so Donda Chant can be the new national. I never even heard. I heard the album is hot garbage. I haven't heard anything else about it. That's all I heard was hot garbage. Corn Pop was a bad dude. Can I get 2 farts because my butt's been wiped? Yes. Whoa! Whoa! Australia's Bareilles Perales. You sound like that name sounds like you were a character from the movie Gladiator, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. Expose myself to you. And the shirt is off. Thick, baby. Thick, thick, thick. A thick man has his shirt off. So other people could complain about it and say that I'm e-begging. Not going to name any names, though. You think Sony will make a competitor to the Switch? No. No. I see them bringing their games to streaming platforms, but I don't see them making like a dedicated piece of hardware ever again. No. How did it feel to get your first sponsorship, and how has your viewing on sponsorship changed since you first? I wasn't. It just kind of was part of the territory. It didn't make me any like super excited or anything like that. I've learned to be able to be brutally honest about a product without being. Thank you, Australius. Without being. I used to be ridiculous. I remember one time I got a controller to review, and like, here's my review of the controller, and I literally filmed myself throwing it against the wall. That's not okay. That's a really bad way to. That is like a very unprofessional. You could be brutally honest about a product and not act like an asshole. So I've learned a lot about etiquette from first, because dude, I didn't go into this like thinking that I was gonna full-time YouTube. I didn't know about how to do this shit. Like, I had no game plan, so I had to learn as I went along. So, in the buff, eating ramen. I haven't had ramen like 10 years. I don't miss it. Some people love it, though. Goddamn, boy. Thank you very much, sir. Ralph Carlos 2020. Ralph, could you imagine? Oh, that would be a ticket. I should sell my chest. I'll sell my butt cheeks for advertising. I'll have like a car insurance ad on my left butt cheek. Over by communism again, they call themselves. Oh, well, dude, you saw Sean McCarthy. You saw what a person I won't name. Boy, do I have a surprise guest coming on here that he's gonna love. Speaking of communism. He's gonna shit. Oh man. Anyway, Intro Thighs Insurance. Yes, I am going to start an insurance company with Intro Guy. It's going to be quite exciting. I'm so much excited. Whoa! Young Jello, you may be right. Still got to confirm. Yep. Vosh, he's definitely coming on. I believe it's going to be this week, and it's going to be quite interesting. I'm looking forward to it, man. Well, I'll read up on some topics, make sure I know what I'm talking about, and it'll be cool. Of course, you know that. Of course, because I watch the occasional stream from Vosh, that I am considered a communist now, right? I'm just like, oh my god. Anyway, gastric bypass juices, instant regret. I'm drinking the gas. I can't. I'm sorry. And look, it wasn't me that brought it up. The chat brought it up. Gastric bypass juices. What? I can't get over that. Who is Vosh? Heard that name before. He is a left-wing political commentator on YouTube. I agree with a lot of his takes. You know what's funny is I found this is a perfect example how any publicity is good publicity. And I'm like, I think someone tweeted like something he was saying like about a policy. I'm like, oh wow, I kind of agree with that. This guy seems interesting. I'll check him out. Like, you're supporting someone who's pro child porn? And I'm like, what? But this is how people I just kind of did on here. One tough nerd. And he gave me I just opened it now. He gave me the response that I expected. And I'm like, but anyway, back to the Vosh. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I highly doubt that YouTube is going to let someone stay on their platform that is a advocate of child porn. So it ended up being that he was like saying if people are okay with child exploitation when it comes to like slave labor and blah, 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 you know, and he made like a really hot, like it was a really bad way to make a point. He does not condone child pornography. But anyway, so I went and checked it out and I found that out. And I'm like, yeah, he doesn't support that. Like, so, because here's the thing. I'll look into stuff, but when people hate somebody, they'll be like, oh, wait, so you're, like, people have done that with me before where they're like, oh, you support Review Tech USA. You know he's affiliated with criminals, right? And so people just, like, freak out and run. Me being an old man who's done this a very long time, who knows how the virgin basement dweller psyops works. I'm like, they're probably, I can't picture YouTube letting someone stay on the platform with that take. And lo and behold, it was just people doing shit, trying to, you know, and in the end, it was them freaking out. I'm like, oh, I kind of like Vosh's shit. You know, sometimes that publicity can be good publicity, you know? There's people There's people that have come to me and said, Rich, I found you through your trolls videos. There are these people who are like saying these horrific things about you, and I went to check you out just to see if they were true, and lo and behold, they weren't, and I actually like your content, so I subscribed. So to the trolls that did that, I would like to thank you, and you can metaphorically eat my ass. Yeah, because what they think, Saggy Melons, just like with Vosh, is they think that, especially with something like that about Vosh, like people, as soon as people even hear a claim, oh, Vosh supports child porn, people run. They don't even want to be, they want to run from it and not even think about it because they don't want even a chance of them being affiliated with it or seeming like they support it. So that's what they use it for, because they're like, all right, I hate Vosh, I hate his takes. What can I do to make sure people don't support him and I could try to hinder his growth? Aha! I'll say he likes child porn, even though I'm just taking something he said out of context. And he should, yes, he said that his analogy was not a good way to do. He was trying to be controversial, but no, he was positively, factually not saying that he condones child porn. That is a fact. But people still use it against him. Anyway, I am drinking Polar Seltzer pineapple lemonade. Actually, just tastes like pineapple, but it's great. Yes, you can get a fart. Matter of fact, the bird's beak, well, his leg, I gotta, like, here. You got a bird beak fart. Who is my favorite commentator? I don't even know, man. I don't even, like, I gotta think about that before I just blurt out an answer. What is your thoughts on Elon, Jeff Bezos, billionaire space race? It's weird. This is what happens. Like, look, I'm all about capitalism. I plan on being a millionaire someday.
And I will be.
Man, I'm getting out full sentences tonight. I'm just pounding out full sentences with the burps. It's just weird. This is what happens when you have too much fucking money. It's like, what do I do? It's kind of like what's his name from the guy who created Minecraft. I can't think of his name right now. It's just like, I think he's losing his mind. You know what I mean? The same people making fun of people trying to remove Trump from office are trying to do the same with Biden. Yeah, it's in it. There are people like trying to impeach him now. It's just like, I can't, man. I can't. And I didn't vote on emotion, man. I voted on notch. Sorry, I couldn't think of it. Yeah, my brain had a huge fart right there. I did not vote. I would vote the same again right now. And I'm not a fan of Biden. I agree with us getting out of the Middle East, out of Afghanistan. Could it have been implemented better? Could we have done a better job of how we handled it? Of course. But what should we do? Just stay in Afghanistan for fucking 50 years? Like, what's the other solution? And everyone is kind of like leaning in that, oh, well, look at what, like, we should just, like, because, dude, like, because there's money to be made in conflict. They just wanted us to just stay there, a never-ending fucking war. How can you take what is wrong about owning? Because he wasn't saying that. He was saying, you're okay with this child exploitation, so that's child exploitation too. He wasn't saying literally there's nothing wrong with owning child porn. Like, come on, man. He wasn't saying that. I saw the whole video. I saw his explanation of it, and I've seen no. It was not. Don't just go by the clips that the fucking weirdos are putting up on Twitter, on Twitch, or Twitter, I mean, excuse me. All right, man. So let's just stay in Afghanistan. Let's just keep the war going in Afghanistan. That we'll never win, no matter what. Let's just stay there. That's fine. We'll just stay there. Anyway. Yeah, exactly. The solution is the U.S. needs to stop invading other countries for their own gain. I've said that for years too, but so my opinions are trash. Okay. That their opinions. My opinions. What are so? Let me ask a question. I just need to see here, and this is an experiment. Delarge 88. What would it be a non-trash opinion in your opinion? Like, just blurt one out and let's see. I'm just interested. Well, as a person who doesn't really go into the city that much anymore, there's not many benefits. I mean, my family's around here, but that's pretty much it. And again, look, it's not that I'm a diehard fan of Vosh. Like, I've watched maybe 4 of his fucking streams, okay? Do you think that YouTube would keep him on the platform? I mean, if someone farts funny, they get rid of people on platforms, on YouTube. Do you think, especially with how that clip was being circulated, do you think that YouTube there would be at least some kind of repercussion against Vosh for saying that? Like, that's common sense. You don't need to be a rocket scientist and do some 4D chess. No, I did not see the Vosh made a quartering video. I did not see it. To compute that. You know what I'm... anyway. So where is... as I see, there is nothing from that person who said that. I'm asking... And I'm not looking for a good opinion. Just get your opinions. Like, what is an opinion that you would want me to have that isn't trash? I'm just curious. Anyway, but I was just talking to someone else about this today. It's like, let me just check something here. Your chat is too slow to adequately. Actually, I could turn that off. I don't. Is it? Do I have slow mode on? Why do I have slow mode on? Customization. Slow mode is on. What the fuck is slow mode on for? The only time I will put slow mode on is if I hit over 1,000. All right, slow mode is off. What's your opinion on peanut butter jelly waffle sandwiches? That sounds like I'm getting fatter just from you saying that to me. Slow mode is off, baby. Chat away. But there's not much good about live. Well, let's see. We don't get. Well, that's not true. We have been getting hurricanes.
You're getting Grandpa excited.
What the fuck just happened? Bird, are you trying to sabotage my shit? You just got Grandpa excited in a chicken cluck, you fucking bird. What is wrong with you? Well, slow mode does do one thing. It mitigates. Doesn't guarantee it's going to go away, but it does mitigate how much of that bot shit is going on in here. You know what I mean? Yeah, that he just attacked my stream deck, that fucking bird, man. Bird got Grandpa excited. Beggy Beg, that was good. Well played. What did you send me a DM of, Abby, that you were like all over right now? Let's see. Let's see. All right, here we go. Somebody made this. Oh, God, Abby. That is an interesting picture that you sent me. Oh, man. Peanut butter. I mean, I'm sure that sandwich is, Mr. Gamma, I'm sure that sandwich is fucking delicious. But, man, it's kind of like when I see where they make, like, a fried chicken sandwich with, like, waffles. And there's, like, syrup. Like, I was watching, he's a big dude. Matty Matheson or something. He's like a cook, and he was making like a BLT, and he was like taking the bacon and he like put like maple syrup on the bacon, but then the bread was French toast, and then he put mayonnaise on the French toast bread. No! N64, Game Boy, and GBA games rumored to have leaked out on Switch. It's about fucking time. I'm not excited for that. It's expected. But when I saw anyway, back to that's expected, Jacob. That they took a long fucking time for that. But I'm like, I mean, I usually like, he actually is a good cook, that guy. But I'm like, bro, like that's a heart attack sandwich on a fucking plate, dude. Like literally, it had French toast bread, and he had like these thick ass pieces of bacon that he like had like hot. He like fried them, then he put hot sauce and maple syrup, and then he put mayonnaise on the French toast bread, and like I'm like, whoa, oh, that is that's not an okay sandwich. Oh my God, man. Let's give the he wants me to say, Delarge, this is boring. Okay. What would make this stream? Let's show him some love. What would make this stream not boring? Tell me what you would like me to do right now. I could stare at the screen just like this. Does that make it less boring? Yeah, there's no need for an Xbox Mini. So I got, like I said, I know I've talked about this before, but I got the Duke. And it's funny, I actually got a knockoff original Xbox, the S controller, but it's a knockoff. It was new, but it's actually not built like complete shit, but there was something stuck in the right analog stick. It was like an extra piece of plastic that got it stuck when you pushed it down. But now I fixed it and I put some lube. Literally, I put some like grease on there that's meant for electronics, and it runs. It actually feels like a real controller, not some like cheap Chinese knockoff. I was actually pretty impressed. Give me 5 minutes. I'm going to make another waffle PBJ sandwich with sausage. I'm sure it's fucking delicious. I'm not knocking it, but my man tits have no business eating that shit. You know what I'm saying? Lulu for FFX going to make me act up. Who is Lulu? For Final Fantasy X? No, I cannot twerk. We do not go to the twerking phase. There is nothing from the waist down. You just get to see man nips from time to time when someone drops a $50 dono for a half an hour. I don't go further than that. I don't take shots for money. I made you like hot sauce. I've done that kind of stuff. Like, yo, if you throw out $50 or what, $25 or whatever for me to do like a hot sauce chug, I'll do that. But in terms of like getting wrecked or anything or showing like spreading my cheeks and going to town, no. Like, I lolcow, but I lolcow with a limit. I know I'm a lolcow. I admit it. I embrace it. I talk to a porcelain fucking bird with a broken leg that just got grandpa excited. I'm very self-aware that I am an asshat. However, there's limitations. Add some Nutella to the PBJ waffle. Oh, Jesus, dude. Nutella is so fucking good, but like you take a taste of it and I'm like, oh my God, this is so fucking horrible for you. So fucking horrible for you. Nutella is so fucking good though, but like that's like something that's like a cheat day thing and cheat day only. You got motherfuckers making like bacon Nutella waffle sandwiches. Like, stop. You know? All kinds of wrong. All kinds of wrong. And I will ask Vosh and have him explain clearly what happened with the whole thing so people could finally hear in clear as day what happened with his take with child exploitation, how he made that analogy with child porn, and he was not condoning it. Do you think I would support the guy? It doesn't matter his political views. Do you think I would? Do you think I would support him if he did? If he actually meant that without like any kind of irony? Come on, man. I don't. That would be disgusting, and I would never go near a mile near that. But I also take the time to look into shit and not just blindly listen to people, because I know how misinformation can spread. Why is your name Winter Weather Advisory? Yeah, I know. I saw this, Google Fish. Oh, of course. Well, as soon as companies were breaking ties and they saw the money hemorrhaging, of course they were going to drop him as CEO. I'll talk about it tomorrow. Nutella and peanut butter filled pretzel. I'm sure that's delicious. Yo, you know it's another thing that's absolutely awful for you? And you're sending a photo. Oh, okay, I thought it was going to be a man's ass. It is just muscular men flexing. Is that Nicolas Cage? I will make that my PC background. Nicolas Cage is a man. This is for the man named Nicolas Cage. Oh. Ah. It's a handsome man. Good looking man. No screensavers tonight. He was sometimes his acting sucked, but there was other times it was good. Like I like the movie The Rock. Read my Twitter DM. I will in a second. As soon as dude, I would need more than 100. I've seen the pain and suffering that people go through. Oh God, I farted. That's a way to get the ladies. Just sit here. Hey, Rich, what do you do for a living? Well, I sit there. People pay money for me to be shirtless, and I let out farts on live streams. You're a respectable man, Rich. There was a meme video about Nicolas Cage. It was the funniest fucking thing. It was the funniest fucking thing, and I can't find it anymore. I don't even know if the channel's still around. It had other great videos, too. They kind of did, like, Team Fortress videos. They were, like, comedy videos, and they were great. He had a surprise butt sex video, this same channel, too. It was very weird. I never watched Going. I've watched, like, bits and pieces of Going of 60 Seconds. National Treasure, I watched some of it. I didn't like it. It's, you know what's weird is that, like, someone's bringing up Domino's. I think it's, Cereal Vapus. And every Pizza Hut around me is gone. Every, like, Subway is going. There's only, I don't even, is there a fucking Subway even around me? There's one in, I think, like 20 minutes away. But, dude, back in, like, the early 2000s, there was, like, a Subway every 2 feet. I shit you not. Bro, there was a Subway everywhere. It was crazy. But now, like, Subway and both Pizza Hut, they're just, like, going, man. I mean, obviously, Subway, for obvious reasons, they kind of tried to sweep, because there was information about Jared Fogle way before he was taken down, and Subway just tried to kind of sweep it under the rug because he was like the face of Subway. You know what I mean? And so I can understand. Plus, their food is mediocre at best. And even if I just got a salad from there recently. Subway always makes my ass explode. It just does. I don't know why. Subway makes my ass explode. Speaking of my ass exploding, almost 30 minutes. I will prepare to put the shirt. I have to make my ass explode. But yeah, every time, like, even I had a salad from there. I got and it wasn't even the fake chicken. It was the rotisserie chicken, which is supposedly real chicken. And man, like, I'm like, oh, well, initially I'm like, oh yeah, it's fine. You know, I feel okay. And then all of a sudden, like 3 hours later, my cheeks, I just, like, literally all over in the bowl, of course. But Rich, I played Turning Point Fall of Liberty, and isn't it as bad? It's as bad as I said. It's really bad. Even for its time, it was laughably bad. That game is ridiculous. Even for its time, it was unacceptable. Hey, Rich, I followed your channel for years. It's great seeing you come into your own. You're a lot more comfortable and you look healthy. Thank you very much, Logan. I appreciate that. Yeah, and I'm definitely more comfortable doing this than I was back even in like 2014, 2015. I've changed, but thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, Rich, you should check out Mandy featuring Nick. It's one of his most recent films, and it's pretty trippy. Yeah, he, like, fucked up financially, too, didn't he, Nicolas Cage? Like, he was buying ridiculous shit, and he kind of got into debt because he was just, like, you know, he was having tigers, like, feed him, like, filet mignon or something. Like, it was fucking crazy. Didn't Mike Tyson had some tigers, too, man. When I eat Subway, the amount of propulsion that comes from my ass can send... Dude, yeah, what the fuck is in it? It was just a salad with rotisserie chicken. It had lettuce and stuff and tomatoes, and I got hot peppers, but hot peppers don't make my ass explode. Every time, whether it's a sub or whether... I don't know. It's weird. Dale Jr. is defending Subway. Really? No. Oh, okay. I know what you mean. It took me a second. That's the guy who's saying my takes are terrible. That's all right. You can think my takes are terrible. I was just interested to see what his takes were. Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky are like shooting stars? I could really use a wish right now, wish right now, wish right now. I have no idea what that's from, but thank you, Lightspeed Murphy. Okay. I am trying. We are literally like seconds away, but I have to use the little boy's room. There is a turd in my hole. And I want to stream longer. Did I put it on? No, I didn't put it on backwards. The pocket's in front. All right, I'll be back in 3 minutes. Turds. Oh, wow, perfect timing. The super chat just went away. I'll be right back. All right, the holes are emptied. Well, no, actually, yeah, Subway straight up. But here's the thing. Subway, the most famous Quiznos knockoff. Yeah, they because that was the big selling point with Quiznos. And was that they toasted their subs, and Subway's like, all right, that's not really a copy. That's not really like a trade. People toast their fucking food all the time or cook their food all the time like that. We'll just do the same thing. And Subway at the time was cheaper, and when they started toasting it, it pretty much was on par in terms of flavor with Quiznos. And Quiznos just they were like, why are you spend? You literally would spend like $15 on this a foot long sandwich from them. Rich, have you ever heard of All American Burgers in Long Island? Their burgers will fill your holes. I have not heard of them, but it sounds like something fucking delicious. Is my voice out of sync? Is it? Is there even Quiznos around anymore, or is it gone? There is not a Quiznos in sight near me, and there used to be a decent amount of them too. Richard, have you a channel called Review Aryan Tech is calling you and Vosh a pedophile for your support? Calling you and Vosh. Thanks for the troll bait, dude. Anyway, yeah, they're basically gone. Let me look that up, actually. Does Quiznos still exist? Oh, this is interesting. As of... let me look this up. Lawsuits and controversies. Where does it say? Hold on. Locations as of 20. Here we go. I am watching your show and cooking dinner at the same time. Do you know the temperature of steak? I just know that if you start seeing blood come to the surface, that means it's medium rare, which is how I like medium rare is how I like my steaks. So give that sexy bird a kiss. Mac and cheese is the shit. Also awful for you. Quiznos guy got sued. Firehouse Subs is good. So is Jimmy John's. I've had neither. I've had Quiznos. But anyway, yeah. As of 2020, there were fewer than 300 Quiznos restaurants in the United States. The chain has also said it to plan to expand to locations in over 40 countries and territories, including Europe, the Middle East, Southeast Asia, Central, and South America. By 2012, in July 2013, the company stated it planned to expand into Russia, where it is looking to open about 500 stores. This is in 2013. QSR wrote in November 2013 that following its most recent international success in Mexico, Russia, and the United Arab Emirates, Quiznos will bring toasted sandwiches to Indonesia with the signature of PT Quiznos Ciro as the brand's newest franchisor. The group, led by Tan Po Lian, plans to open up 100 units in Indonesia over the next 10 years. Quiznos South Korea has seen a system-wide 12% sales lift, largely due to the countrywide marketing campaign featuring actor Lee Sang-yoon, launched in March 2013. I guess they're doing better around the world than they are in the States. I guess in the States they're... So basically what I'm getting from the whopping 3 seconds of research I've done, which is AKA none at all because it's Wikipedia. Not that Wikipedia is bad, but I wouldn't cite anything definitively from Wikipedia, is that in the States they're falling apart, but in other countries they're doing well. Okay, good for them. Quiznos guy got sued. So yeah, I don't... That's interesting. I guess they're doing well in other places. Have you ever talked about all these predatory phone games literally taking full advantage of people with gambling disorders, even role? Yeah, of course, dude. And what bothers me too is when the games like are free, they just slather them with ads. Like it was a harmless game. My son was playing Michael, and like the levels were short. It was like some game where it's like a knife and the knife cuts through just like vegetables and wood and stuff like that. And the more stuff you cut through consecutively, the more points you get. And the levels are like 30 seconds long, and like the ad is like a minute long. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, dude. It's crazy. It's too much. I mean, I understand. Look, I make money off of advertising revenue too. I'm all about getting that money. I'm not against online advertising, but there's a time and a place for it, you know? When do you think I could grab a PS5? Your best bet is to go to Inventory Bot on Twitter. I am not affiliated with them. And that's your best bet. And even though you may get a link right away, and you may be able to go on the website right away, say Inventory Bot for consoles has a website like Best Buy, you could be logged in and click on the link right away. It may already be gone, but that will improve your chances. That will improve your chances. You know. Uploaded a crazy fart video, gets in their eyes. They're going to get a... yeah, we're going to so no. What I'm doing here is the thing. I'm just gonna make, like, I'm not gonna take troll bait, especially when it's something I just addressed too. You could throw whatever amount of money you want. You could waste your money. That's cool. Like, you could throw down 100, and if the 100 is you saying something stupid, I'm just gonna glance right over it now. So I'm gonna make a policy about that. Sure, if it means that much to you to defame me, that you're willing to put a non-refundable financial investment in it, God bless. But enjoy wasting it, because that is where we're gonna go. That is where we're gonna go for those from now on. I've never had In-N-Out. I think I've had Five Guys once. It was fine. There was some other burger place where I've been there once, and I don't really see commercials from them anymore. I think even before the pandemic, chain restaurants really aren't doing, like Outback Steakhouse. I mean, there's Texas Roadhouse. That's an exception, but a lot of those chain restaurants, it's just not the way it used to be, man. There was times, dude, I used to work at one of those. I used to work at Outback Steakhouse ages ago. And there would be people like lined outside. There would be like an hour wait to get their food, or to wait to get a table at Outback Steakhouse. And you don't see those days anymore. Now, admittedly, in my Beefaroo, I've never heard of Beefaroo, Adam. Now, admittedly, they changed their food. They used to give bigger portions. They had, I think, in my opinion, Outback Steak, I mean, I haven't been there in like over a year, but they had like a more diverse menu. Now it's just kind of like they give much smaller portions. They don't have as much. They used to have like pasta dishes and different salads and all this stuff, and they just don't have any of it anymore. It's just like, oh, wow, great. I get to have an average steak. Yay. You know? Yes, that was when the biker dude flipped out because he thought I was checking out his wife. That was weird, man. He wanted to take me outside and like, he wanted to like fight me. And I remember like even my boss like joke, because it was so ridiculous. I didn't say anything to her. Like, how do you know? And I remember like, because they were my table, like, she wasn't even like good looking. Like, I wasn't checking out your wife, dude. Sorry. and you want to take me outside and fight me because you think I might have been checked. It's not like I said anything to her. It's not like, you know what I mean? And it's my table. Of course it like, and even when if it wasn't my table, like you go, like at the way those restaurants work, like you would serve other servers food. You know what I mean? Like, so you may have table 1 through 3, but if table 4 food came up, it would be your job to serve their food so it kept the system flowing. So you interacted with everyone's tables. So, I don't know, it's just weird. Jokes where the punchline is a short little poor fart get me rolling on the floor. I'm not sure what you mean, bro. Sorry, I don't mean to just go glance over you. Did you see John Gibson was forced to step down? Not sure how to feel about it. This feels like double standards. Oh. I don't know. I may just not even go back into that again. It's just going to cause a headache. Look, as a person who leans more left, I have faced repercussions from my opinions too. The only way you can not face repercussions is if you are constantly one-dimensional, either left or right, or you just are apolitical. If you open your mouth, left or right, you get you get destroyed. That's how the internet is in 2021. We'll leave it at that. Have I ever been? What is the restaurant? Is it Five Guys? What are the other burger? I can't think of. It could have been like years. And I remember thinking it was like, it's okay, you know. Yeah, you are going. You are free to express your opinion about politics, but take it from a person who knows first fucking hand. You will face repercussions. Not White Castle. Not Burger King. Yes, it was. Yeah, what's that place again? That's one of the biggest, fast food restaurant chains. Oh yeah, Burger King. Even though I have forgotten more obvious things. Oh man. Yeah, that is true. You can't get. Well, no, you still can. I mean. I guess YouTube is social media, and that's kind of, I don't know, my job, so I can't really get off of that. But now you know why there's so many people that are just like, it's the second time I've been fucked by Dairy Queen. That's one of Tourette's guy's best lines. That why so many people are just like apolitical on the internet. They're that way because there's just too much risk to giving a take, man. It's just too much risk. Doesn't matter what direction it's in. In-N-Out, Whataburger, Five Guys, Sonic, and White Castles are the biggest. And Sonic's is kind of garbage. Dude, we had a Sonic local to me. I got their food there like once, and it was not anything special, and it closed down. Not shocking to me at fucking all. I've never been to a Panda Express. I don't think ever. I have never been to a Panda Express. Yeah, like I remember, like you kind of there was kind of like a hype for Sonic. I'm like, all right, I'll try it, and then I tried it. I'm like, this is really like mediocre cafeteria food with a gimmick that they roller skated out to you. Whoopee. Ooh, like, I'd rather cook my own fucking burger at that point. I personally haven't. I can't remember if I've even ever had Panda Express. Maybe I have. I'm going to assume that I did. It's just weird. There's so many Chinese restaurants. It's weird that a Chinese chain restaurant can exist among them. Red Robin is what I think I had. Thank you. Cassandra, thank you. I can't remember the last time. Why is everyone saying going to the moon? What's happening with Cardano? I could look right now. Nothing. It's pretty much been flat the 1 week. Its peak was 310. It is now at 285. I've never had Shake Shack. I hear good things about it. Never had it. Tried in Los Angeles here during the pandemic. How was it? I've never tried it. But Red Robin is what I had. That was actually pretty good. It's so weird how everyone has different takes. Now, I'm not saying your take is wrong, but some people say, like, you shouldn't season a burger. You should only put salt. Some people say that there's some places like Smash Burger that their whole thing is smashing the burger. That's how they get it to taste good. Then I've seen people say you should not put any force on the burger because you're forcing out the juices. I'm going to, even though he has nothing to do with food, I'm going to quote Alchemist. Is like, who cares so long as they aren't spitting in your food? Who cares how the chef is making the food in your kitchen so long as the soup tastes good? Just don't, if you're making the food taste good by rubbing your ass cheeks against it, I probably wouldn't want to eat your ass cheek burger. You've got to try, if you're ever near Chicago. I'm sure for some reason I will be one day. I like Texas Roadhouse. I think they actually have good salmon there, which is weird to go there, but their fillets are pretty banging too. Hope the Xbox Series X. Oh, stop. That's a bad joke. Smash Burger is fun. I heard the burgers are great too. What? We're talking about food. I'm not even hungry. We're talking about food. And I just took a dump too. So I'm kind of like, you ever have those dumps where it's just kind of like you want to fall asleep? It's like, oh, that was a relaxing dump. That's the kind of dump I had right now. It's kind of the perfect time for that dump because the stream's coming to a close. Yes, pretty much. Yo, I remember one of my managers. He was a cool dude, but he was so excited for Arby's. And I went there with him when it just, they're closed now. Another shocker. And he's like, God, like, oh man, this is just like cheap lunch meat I could have gotten at the grocery store on a bun. This is not good. This is not good at all. Just mediocre. Kuma's Corner in Chicago. All burgers named with rock names. Okay. I'm hearing of all these places. I'm gonna have to become like what's his name from Diners, Drives, or Drive-Ins, or whatever his name is. Fucking dude with the hair. I had a drug-sniffing dog give a false positive on my car because I had takeout Red Robin in my car. Looked it up later. Huge false positive rate. How the fuck does that even happen? Guy Fieri. Oh my God. Like, when you look up like college frat guy, you just see Guy Fieri. All burgers named with rock names. But the thing is, I mean, there's nothing better than like getting, whether it be a turkey burger or a filet, and just you putting it on a grill. Drugs, yeah, of course, absolutely. Dinners, drive-ins, and dives. Actually, the shows aren't like he does. Like that show does find some crazy food. It's like, oh goddamn, son, this is some crazy shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time, and I am tired. I was tired before I started streaming, but I do enjoy streaming, and you guys keep this show going because you're fucking awesome. Regular chat, 4 new motherfucking members tonight. One thing I am going to check before I go, I want to see how many members I have at this point, because I feel like it's growing. Let's look real quick. We are at 143 members. So that is great stuff. Thank you, everyone, for coming through. I'll be back tomorrow with more videos, and I will see you guys in less than 24 hours. Have a good one.